He's beautiful, cousin, so beautiful.
Only 8 days old and it feels like he's always been here.
Is that how it feels to be a mother?
I guess so. I'm still new at it.
Deborah,
Yes, Mary?
are you happy?
Happy? What a silly question. I have a husband and a fine son. Isn't that what every good Jewish girl wants?
I guess so, but do you love him?
You're such a dreamer, Mary. What does love have to do with marriage? Marriage is a practical matter.
Oh, no, Deborah. Marriage is a matter of God's will. I just know that there is one man God has chosen for me, someone whose heart is like my own.
And I suppose you have a man in mind?
Perhaps, perhaps not. I just know God will take care of it.
We'll see. First, God has to convince your parents to let you marry.
I have a feeling it will happen soon. Who knows, maybe even today. Today it seems that anything can happen.
Well, Mother says, when a child is born, hope is born.
That seems such an awful load to put on a small child. All the hopes and dreams of his ancestors?
I guess so, but that's what parents do. Do you want to hold him?
Oh, could I?
There, look at you. Whoever you marry, I'm sure someday you'll be a good mother.
Do you really think so? And what do you think, little man?
There's a new voice being heard today in Nazareth. It's the sound of brand new life that's just been breathed. It's music to our ears, each little cry we hear.
And hope rings in the words and melody.
That's the song that's sung today in Galilee. There's a new hope being born today in Nazareth. As we wonder what this little child will be.
The future of our race.
A tiny scrunching face that someday be the one to set us free. That's the song that's sung today in Galilee. The covenant began with God and Abraham, that he would make of us a mighty race.
But stubborn and afraid, our fathers disobeyed, and God in anger turned away his face. Isaiah prophesied that there would be a child, a mighty king to rule on David's throne.
And could this be the one? Please say with every son, Messiah who will give us back our own. There's a new song singing out today in Nazareth. You can hear it on the wind in every breeze.
The faith in every voice.
The reason we rejoice, today might be the day we long to see. That's the song that's sung today in Galilee.
Ruth, a grandmother at your age, God has blessed you.
Yes, and when will the home of my brother be filled with grandchildren?
Not until Hannah is willing to offer Mary's hand in marriage.
And when will that be? Joachim, do you make these decisions, or does Hannah?
Well, I do.
Well, as
of
a
course.
matter of fact, a certain wealthy businessman has approached us in the synagogue regarding a match for his oldest son. And we've decided it's time. Mary is betrothed.
We did?
We did.
Oh, we did.
Who? Reb Levi's boy?
We're not saying. Perhaps others would be interested to know that Mary is available.
Perhaps Mary would be interested to know.
We're going to tell her this morning.
We are? Oh, of course we are.
God's dream that she will be the one. And every mother's prayer is, could it be my son? It's a song of joy we sing today in Nazareth. For the Son has every possibility
Of taking David's throne and sticking it to Rome, and things will finally be what they should be.
That's the song that's sung today in Galilee. There is hope in every home today in Nazareth, and the faith that brightens every face you see.
wife. Good morning, Leah.
Morning, Mother. Leia.
We were just admiring the baby.
A baby?
Deborah's baby.
Oh, yes, a fine boy.
I was just saying to Leia here how nice it must be for Ruth to have such a lovely daughter-in-law and a new grandson.
How nice. Mother, really?
Well, what must your poor mother do to convince you to marry and give me a grandson?
I don't know. Someday. I'm just not ready yet. It's not the right time.
Not the right time? Or not the right girl? You're 21 and past. Don't think that you can last. The right girl and right time may pass you by. And every day you wait, the time is getting late. That I might see your child before I die.
Oh, Mother.
You know your mother's right. It's time you took a wife. You've waited long enough to choose a bride. Just look around, my son. Surely there is one. It's time to make your mind up and decide.
How about Leia?
Oh, Mother, not Leia.
Why not? She's a nice girl.
She's nice, but she giggles.
What are you waiting for, Joseph? There's really so little time till each girl you see here in Galilee is 20 pounds past prime. So what are you waiting for, Joseph? The waiting's becoming a bore. We try not to doubt, but time's running out. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, Joseph? Is this such a terrible task? A wedding, a bride, a wife by your side. Is that really so much to ask? Oh, we've seen this plot before, Joseph. We know what you have in store. Please take our advice, choose someone who's nice. So what are you waiting for? Girl after girl has endeavored her best, patiently waiting, holding her breath, except for that someone whose name we won't mention. Nobody can get your attention. What are you waiting for, Joseph? Other roads to explore. Nothing's true, but she's not for you. Oh, what are you waiting for? If you're waiting for Mary, my son, you'd best forget it.
She's right, Joseph. Hannah sets great store by that girl. She's not going to let her go to just anyone.
I've heard that Red Levi's going to approach Elohim on behalf of his son Cleopas.
Tibna, don't gossip. Also, I hear that they consider Abner, the sandalmaker's son, a very good candidate.
Am I so poor a thing in the sight of my own parents? Don't forget we come from the royal stock of David.
It's just that they've set their sights very high.
And on things that this family of poor carpenters doesn't have to offer. Choose someone else. It wouldn't be difficult.
Take Leia. I know she giggles, but laughter makes a happy home. Day after day, you are pining away, blindly ignoring the lovely parade of girls who are pretty, polite, and well chosen. So why don't you choose one of those? What are you waiting for, Joseph? What do we all have to do?
Good morning, Mary.
I'm just on my way to the well.
It's such a nice day for a trip to the well.
Yes, a very nice day, a wonderful day.
A wonderful day. Oh, you must mean the baby. Deborah and Aaron must be very proud.
Yes, they are very proud. He's a beautiful baby. They're back at the house showing him off to a crowd. But that's not exactly what I meant. Mother and father have given their consent.
Consent?
Yes, they've agreed it's time for me to be married.
Married?
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Yes, wonderful.
You don't sound very happy for
Oh,
me.
no, I'm happy for you. I was thinking of me.
Why is it that you never visit my family? You pass by our house without saying a word. You run from the synagogue without a greeting. If you've even asked of us, I haven't heard. It didn't used to be that way. Once you were there every day.
Surely your mother and father have prospects and plans for a future much grander than this. I hear they're lining up out on your doorstep with so many suitors. I wouldn't be missed.
Let them come, I don't care. Just tell me that you'll be there. Maybe you should stop by this evening. Then you would see how mistaken you are.
Are you sure I wouldn't be interfering? I'm sure there'll be others there pleading their cause.
Let them come, I don't care. Just tell me that you'll be there.
I'll be there.
Later tonight, then?
I'll be counting the hours.
Since I was a girl, you have been my world, my playmate, my friend. I'd run down the way to your house and we'd play for hours on end. But the years have flown and my friends have grown. Still my heart takes the path it's always known. All I ever wanted was your hand. All I ever longed for, hoped for, or planned. Somewhere inside my heart always knew.
I spend every day just a few steps away with hammer in hand. I see you walk past, hear your voice, hear you laugh, and forget where I am. Still the years go by, and here am I, still untending a flame that will not die. All that I imagine is your face. Nothing else in heaven could take its place. I have no daydreams, no they wouldn't do. All I ever wanted, I found in you.
Two souls, two dreamers, but with one desire. Two hearts that beat as if the same. Two loves that burn to passion same.
read about Mary being available.
Yeah, it looks like every eligible man is here.
I heard Joseph's going to be here.
That poor carpenter, he does not have a chance.
I suspect he's Mary's choice.
Well, I'm sure he's not Hannah's.
Oh dear, look at all these people. The news must have traveled fast as the wind.
Every eligible bachelor is here with his father to offer his hand.
Abner and his father Micah, even ancient Omar,
Is he still alive?
outlived 4 wives already.
You don't suppose that Mary will be number 5?
Of course, there goes Red Levi,
And his son Cleophas.
dressed to the nines. Good evening, Red Levi. Guess they think that all their money will purchase them a place at the head of the line.
What could I have thought that I would even have a chance, would have a prayer? Father, you must tell me what you say and help me see that God is there.
Joseph, don't be foolish, or as good as any man that's here tonight.
And you're the one she wanted. That's important, don't you think?
I guess you're right.
You'll do fine. Don't worry.
Who's worried? You know what I always say.
If God ordains it, He will make a way. Yes, Father, I know, but it'll take God Himself to get Joachim to choose me over these others.
If I ever saw one, son, you and Mary are a match made in heaven.
We thank you all for coming. You have blessed us with your presence on this day.
Now go and bless the mother house. We've got a big decision yet to make.
And Levi, you have made us such an offer, a considerable sum. We know what an honor it would be to have a very wealthy son.
But it's getting very late, and my head's begun to ache with proposals from so many worthy men. So let us simply say the Sabbath's just a day away, and we'll try to let you know by then.
A match made in heaven isn't easy. It takes a lot of doing to be done right. Consuming all your skills to figure out God's will, and even then you wonder if you've got a match made in heaven or not.
Just look at you, young Abner, such a bright young man, and oh, so very tall.
And so very thin it would appear your mother doesn't feed you much at all. Rest assured, dear boy, if you are chosen for our Mary, you'll eat well.
She cooks just like her mother, and her mother is a fine cook.
We can tell.
My dear Omar, you are kind, but not what we had in mind. And although we know your offer is sincere,
When we said we wanted sons, we didn't really mean the ones that you've had for more than 20 years.
A match made in heaven isn't easy. It takes a lot of prayer, a lot of foresight. Just hope you made a choice because you heard God's voice, and even then you ask yourself how long. Is it a match made in heaven or not?
We don't have a lot to offer you. We live very humbly, it is true. But Joseph is a good man and he's kind. And he has loved your Mary for a long time.
I know, Jacob, I know. Rest assured we'll take all of this into consideration. Good night, my friends. Take care, and thank you all for coming.
Made in heaven isn't easy. I bet this will be a very long night.
Can you believe it? Half of our village was out there tonight.
Hannah, don't brag. Any man you should decide on is yours for tonight on your mother's right.
Mother, please, and you too, Father. It's so embarrassing the way you go on.
Don't fight. You should be happy just for tonight. Can't we all get along?
You could have your choice of any man in all of Galilee, you know it.
The man I choose is Joseph.
We must think it carefully all through, no ordinary man will do.
I thought it through and I want Joseph. My love for him is very real, but you don't care how I may feel. You only care about position.
We only want what's best for you.
But what you've done, what you must do, I have to live with your decision.
Joseph is a kind and honest man.
But he has nothing but his hands to make a living for our daughter.
He's been my friend for years.
That's true, but when it comes to having you, he should have more than that to offer.
Have you considered your children? You cannot just think of yourself. You might be happy with nothing, but they might wish for something else. I know what it's like to have little, to wish that you have what you don't. I know you feel caught in the middle, but I won't let this happen. I won't.
But Father, I love him. I love him.
I know, child. Your mother and I must talk. You go upstairs. Go on. So, what about Joseph?
Oh, not you too.
Has it really been that bad? Living here all these years. The life we've had, was it so difficult?
Look at you, glowing when she talks of love. All these years knowing that I'm not enough.
Not enough.
I know about Abigail. Your sisters kindly made sure that I knew I was a poor substitute, picked for you by your mother. Abigail was the great love of your life. And now you want to spare our daughter the same tragedy.
No, Hannah. I want to spare our daughter a lifetime of wondering if the one she married has ever cared for her at all.
Going through the motions, getting through the day, guarding your expressions, careful what you say, making conversation, making daily bread, make believe you meant what you said, telling him you love him each and every day, 'cause you know that's what you should say. Wishing you could feel it, wishing it were true, wondering if he feels it for you. Just going through the motions, going through the motions, going through the motions, it's what you do.
Going through the motions, getting through the years, moments filled with laughter, moments filled with tears, building up of his head, building up a home. Every now and then you feel alone. You try to make her happy, try to understand. You try to make her think you're a man. Wishing you could feel it, true. Wondering if she feels this way too. Just going through the motion. Going through the motion. Going through the motion. It's what you do.
Marriage is a duty. Isn't that enough? What's this fascination with falling in love?
Our marriage was a contract. Our parents prearranged. But little by little, feelings change.
Then one day you may wonder.
The next day you are sure. The little spark of feeling, it wasn't there before.
You begin to feel it. Wonder if it's true. Wonder if he feels it for you. Then going through the motions is never quite the same.
The way she sets the table,
Or says your name.
the way we've always done things, suddenly is new. Suddenly I'm dreaming of
We're going through the motions, but with more emotion. Out of our devotion,
it's
what we do. After years together, here we are, finding love is true. If they could know it from the start, how could we disapprove?
It's a controversial notion.
Sure to cause commotion, but knowing their devotion, it's what we do.
desires to hand to Mary, the daughter of Joachim, whose lineage is likewise of David. If there be any here present with just cause to question this union, let him come forth now and make his protest known.
Will they be all right, do you think? They have so little to start out with.
They have God's blessing. That's all they need.
Very well then. Have you brought a token to give the bride to signify this covenant is made?
And the two shall become as one, as long as God shall give you.
May this betrothal be blessed and sanctified according to the laws of Moses and Israel. Amen.
Lord bless you and protect you. Always keep in His care. Make His face to shine upon you, give you peace, and be gracious
Oh, Mother, this is the happiest day of my life. The only thing that can make my life any sweeter is if tonight were my wedding night.
Patience, child. In the fall, after the Feast of the Tabernacles. Not any sooner. Believe me, your wedding night will be here soon enough. Besides, it's going to take Joseph a long time to prepare a proper home for you. Otherwise, you would have to move in with his family.
Well, that's what you and Papa did.
Yes, and what a sorry day that was.
Ah. Come on now, it wasn't that bad living in the house of my mother.
You know, we had no moment's peace or privacy. Not until you took me into a home of our own. Mary, dear, you are useless tonight. You might as well just stay out here and gaze at the stars and leave this work for me and your father.
Her father does not do women's work. Perhaps tonight we'll make an exception.
Almighty
been chosen from among women favored. From this day on, every generation will know you as the mother of the Savior. You will conceive and give birth to a son, the Son of God's right hand, and he will reign forever. For his kingdom will never end. His kingdom will never end. The Lord bless you and protect you. Always keep you in his care. Make his face to shine upon you, give you peace, and be gracious unto you.
How can this be? Shall a child be conceived when no man has ever known me?
God will bless you, his spirits will possess you, the child who will born will be holy. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name
Emmanuel, God with us.
With God it shall be done. With God all shall be done.
For I am yours, the handmaiden of the Lord, by his Spirit blessed.
Lord bless you and protect you.
I'm
Always keep you in his
the
hand.
servant of the
Make his
Lord.
face to shine upon you, give you peace, and be gracious unto you. God be gracious unto
Joachim, my husband!
Hannah!
Joachim!
Hannah, what is it? Are you ill?
No, it's Mary. She's with child.
With child? Whose child? Joseph!
No, not Joseph. That I could understand.
Well, then who?
I could not believe my ears. She said it's a child of God.
Child of God?
We must make her tell the truth, show her there's forgiveness. She and Joseph may be through, but she can't outlive this.
How
She must stop
can
this
this
blasphemy.
be
God
not
will
my
not allow
Mary?
it.
How
you
can
tell her,
this
make her
be
see? She must
happening?
disavow it.
what if what she says is really true?
Oh, I expected that from you. The truth is something you can face.
What about Isaiah's prophecy? Behold, the virgin will conceive.
This is not a miracle, it's a disgrace.
What child? Whose child?
Joseph, try to understand.
Tell me who.
I was praying all alone when I heard him speaking, the voice that I have always known somewhere in my dreaming, telling me a wondrous thing I could not imagine. God would bear his son through me, he would make it happen. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name Emmanuel, God with us. I have always felt it somewhere in my heart, his voice calling inside me to comfort me, to guide me. I have heard it whisper softly in the night, my heart longing to hear him, to know him and be near him. Tell me you've heard him too. Tell me he speaks to you. Don't turn your heart away. Tell me that you say.
All I ever wanted is gone for good. Who could have believed that or dreamed that it would?
All I ever wanted was God's will. That is all I
God will not allow it. Can you tell it
love
faithfully? She
still.
must disavow it.
All
Oh,
I
when neighbors say
had
it's how it
dreamed
is.
for all time,
It
will be the one that might still be mine. Nothing but sure now. What will we do?
All I ever wanted.
Tell me you still want it. All I ever wanted is
Mary!
Balthazar, Casper, come quickly, I say.
What is it, Melchior?
It's back again tonight.
What's back again tonight?
The star.
Star?
Yes, there in the eastern sky, clear as a candle. And I tell you, it wasn't there night before last.
It wasn't there?
It wasn't there.
You're certain?
I'm certain.
A new star.
A new star. But what does it mean?
Something of great importance, no doubt.
No doubt.
A miracle of heavenly magnitude, most certainly.
Most certainly.
Caspar, be so good as to come tell us what it means. Caspar?
Caspar.
Caspar!
Yes, I'm coming. See, I'm right here. No, what is it?
What is it? Why, it's a new star.
Only 2 days old.
There, in the eastern sky.
There, you see where Balthazar said. Only I saw it first, didn't I, Balthazar?
Well, if one wanted to be completely accurate...
I do.
But it was I that determined the star was something momentous, something miraculous, something...
Distant?
No, my dear Caspar. I was searching for a more colorful adjective. Distant isn't what I... Distant, you say?
Yes, distant. Far away.
I know what it means. Are you saying the star leads somewhere far from here?
The star leads somewhere? Let me see.
Of course, you know what this means. Another journey, another road, another trip, another thrilling episode.
Another mystery, another star,
a new adventure that is sure to take us far. What will we see there we haven't seen?
Some ancient ruin.
Or the palace of a king.
A great discovery.
A wondrous sign. The greatest mystery in the history of all time.
Another backache, a pounding head. Another day, another town, another bed.
Another challenge, another quest.
An expedition we expect to be our best.
Studying the star, we travel near and far. Just think of all the places we have been.
There have been a few I wouldn't want to do again.
It could be fun.
It could be long.
It could be fun.
You could be wrong.
It may get rough, it may get old, we might get lost or catch a cold. We will get tired, we will get mad, but when we get there, we'll be glad. We are following the star, and we don't care how far. How far?
How far?
How far? Well, actually, it'll be a minimum of 5 weeks hard travel on camel, crossing 4 borders, 2 friendly, 1 heat, 1 definitely hostile. Then there will be 2 significant rivers to ford, separated by a small range of mountains, and of course, there's the desert.
Then you know where the star leads us, Caspar.
The desert?
Well, I believe so.
Then tell us where it leads so we may follow it.
I don't really care for the desert.
Well, according to my calculations, you should take us to Judea. Judea.
The desert.
The land of Solomon.
The kingdom of David.
Pardon me, but didn't the Jews wander in the desert for 40 years?
To the city of Bethlehem.
To the city of David.
I mean, really, how can anyone wander in the desert 40 years? To the desert.
To Bethlehem.
To the sky.
Another junket, another trip. It could be dangerous and death, but what the heck? Pack up the camels, so off we go. Another journey down another road. Another journey, another jaunt. It's what we look for. It's what we want. We love adventure, so here we are. Another journey down another song. Another journey to another Let's go, guys.
Okay, here we go.
Find your camels.
Where's those camels?
I'm feeling like a camel right now.
Sounds like some camels out here.
I need a camel.
Where our camels are at?
We're going to make the city, honey.
That's all right. Well, good luck, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Humphreys.
Are you sure, Joseph, about Mary's condition?
She told me herself. Otherwise, I would have never believed it. It's been 3 months now. That's the only thing I'm sure of.
Shh, you mustn't upset your father. He is very weak. I do not think he will be with us much longer.
I'm so sorry, Mother. Here I am going on only of myself.
I wish I could help you, son. I wish I could tell you what to do.
What is your understanding with Joachim?
Father?
A man who has been betrayed can set the woman aside. A bill of repudiation.
Expose Mary's shame to all of Nazareth?
You have just cause.
The law clearly states that if a woman sins with another man during the time of betrothal, they are both to be taken outside the city walls and stoned.
Stoned? But she swears there's no other man.
A miracle then. Who's to say God could not do it? We have the prophecies.
You sound like Mary now.
You know what I always say. If God Wife, don't fuss. Let me talk with my son.
See that he rests.
Joseph, you must listen to God. He will show you what to do. You must pray.
How could I begin to find the words to have a thought to say a prayer? Father, you must tell me what to say and help me see that God is there. Father, can this really be from God, something ordained by His own hand? God, I want to trust you how I do, but this is hard to understand.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid of this, for Mary is the one God has chosen. In God's perfect will, all will be fulfilled, just as the prophets have foretold it. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name
Emmanuel, God with us.
With God it shall be done. With God all shall be done.
If God ordains it, He will bring it to pass. Father, I understand it now. Father, 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 Father. All my life, you were there with a word, with a prayer, so sincere, so short. God was true. Now I need faith like yours to believe, to be sure. Need to know, need to see what to do. God's side, in His arms, in His light. Can you hear? Are you there? Think of me. Say a prayer. once so sure of my heart, now I'm lost in the dark, wondering why, wondering how to go on. So if you know the way, show me now, make it plain. And I'll know you're still there. Think of me. Say a prayer. Father, now I know that God has spoken. I must trust Him and obey. If this has been ordained by God's own hand, I know that He will make a way. Here I stand on my own, still afraid, but not alone. Though I doubt, though I fear, I must dare. I must hope, I must try, I must dream, or I will die. Say you hear, say you're there, think of me. Say a prayer. Say a prayer. Say a prayer.
A divine decree has gone forth by His Excellency Caesar Augustus of Rome, and every male citizen of the province of Judea must report to the city of his birthplace to register his family.
Census, huh? It's more like taxes, or I'm the queen of Syria.
You'll do as you're told, and you'll rot a Roman jail.
Joseph, please don't do this. She should stay. The journey's much too far away. Don't take her with you, please. I beg you.
Mother, please.
You could lose your child or lose your life. Why don't you tell them that I'm right? We're only trying to protect you.
I must go. Don't you know it's meant to be?
Tell me why.
Mother, try for once to see.
It's not enough. Every man in Judea must bow to the the great Caesar's pride? Must he require the obedience of even a small unborn child?
Mary must go where God leads her, whether he knows it or not. Even the almighty Caesar is doing the bidding of God.
She's right, Hannah. They both must go to Bethlehem.
How I hate to leave you all alone without a husband or a son.
You must not worry or be fearful. I'll take care of me all right. You have a child, you have a wife, and you must promise to be careful.
What was that phrase your father Jacob used to say? If God ordains it, surely he will make a way. Goodbye, my son. May the God of our fathers go with you. May the God of your fathers. Just remember, Joseph, he's your God too.
God, get them to Bethlehem safely.
Bethlehem? What was it the prophet said?
But you, O Bethlehem, though you are the smallest among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you will come a ruler over Israel. But Israel itself will be abandoned until
the time she, who is in labor, gives birth. Mary!
Say a prayer. Who knows where the road will lead? To Bethlehem or to the end of all our dreams? Another journey, another road, another pilgrimage on Bethlehem below, another burden that we must bear, another journey that will lead us who knows where.
Hail, fellow traveler. Would you be so kind to tell us what city lies beyond the hills there beneath that brilliant star?
That would be Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Just as I predicted.
You're going to Bethlehem?
Yes, to the city of David.
To the city of David and all his kin. I hear it's as crowded as a grain sack bursting at its seams. Surely you're not here for Caesar's census.
We seek a new king.
The King of Kings.
Well, I trust this king has relatives in Bethlehem. Not even King David can find a bed in that city. Every day we pray we'll end our slavery. And every day we hope that God will set us free. Another trial, another policy, Where are we now?
Just on the edge of the city. If all goes well, we'll sleep in Bethlehem tonight.
Well, I hope we'll be there soon. The baby will be.
Don't worry, Mary. My son won't be born by the side of the road.
Joseph,
What is it?
you said your son.
I know.
But he is your son. God chose you to be his father.
Well, then I better find him a place to be born, hadn't I?
Well, will there be room?
Don't worry, Mary. If God ordains it, he will make a way.
You sound just like your father. I miss him. Such a dreamer.
Just like you. Are you sorry you didn't marry a dreamer for a husband? Just a practical man?
A dreamer needs a practical man to make her dreams come true. Joseph, whatever God has ordained for me, I can never face it without you. All I ever wanted was to be yours. That is all I ask for, and I have much more. In all my daydreams, you were there too. Joseph, the baby.
Stop whining, you slut, and get in line!
She's in labor.
Get her to the front of the line. Move out of the way. Move it. Move out of the way.
A room tonight, you must have lost your mind. We haven't had an empty bed in weeks. They're out the door, they're sleeping on the floor. We're up to here with Romans, Jews, and Greeks.
But surely you must know someplace that we can go. The baby will be born at any time.
Left, I say.
You can't turn them away.
I do what I wish. Now get in line.
But look at her. Look at her. At least let me take them to the stable, away from the crowd and all the noise.
Please, anything.
All right, take him to the stable. The rest of you are out of luck. I have no more room.
Oh, that's not fair.
You'd better go in now. She shouldn't be left alone.
Joseph!
Did you hear that?
Of course I did. She's such a young girl to be in so much pain.
No, the distant sound.
I hear nothing but the sound of your child about to be born.
My son?
Spoken like a man. Always so certain it's gonna be a boy.
But it is a boy. An angel told us.
Are there angels here now? Go on. I have to get back to the inn. It's up to you to see her through this.
But I...
Go.
Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
Now I'm hearing things.
Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria in Chelsea's Deo. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
For behold, I bring to you glad tidings of great joy.
Gloria, Gloria. Gloria, Gloria. Gloria, Gloria.
For behold, I bring to you glad tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in the a Savior, who is Christ the Lord.
Is this it? This has to be. I've made no mistake in my calculations.
But a stable, my friend, such a lowly place for the birth of a king.
Look, the star. It no longer moves. This has to be the place.
And this has to be the child.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
We are merely humble philosophers and physicians who were fortunate enough to have seen this event foretold in the heavens.
We've studied the stars. We've read the ancient scriptures and prophecies. We've traveled for weeks.
Over rivers and mountains, across a blistering desert, we have followed this star till it led us through this very doorway.
It has become our sole purpose to see this child of yours, if only for a moment.
We believe his birth will change the course of history.
At first, I could not believe that the star would lead us here to a stable, such a lowly place for a king. It made no sense at all.
Born not in glory, but in humility, as the prophet Isaiah said.
Yes?
He is to be the King of Israel, the suffering servant who will take away the sins of the world.
Yes.
What is his name?
His name is Jesus.
Which means the Lord saves.
We come to worship this new king.
And to offer our simple gifts to this child, the hope of the ages.
Here, take this to lighten your load. It is a heavy burden you've elected to carry.
And a long journey ahead for you to make.
Well, we'll be going home soon.
Oh, no, my child, you cannot go home to Galilee.
There are those who would not come to worship, but to destroy a rival king.
You mean?
King Herod.
A madman.
His spies have been following us since we've entered the borders of Judea.
We've already made plans to return home another way.
What if they should follow us here to find the child?
We must leave immediately.
Most certainly.
King Herod will find out about the birth of this child and seek to destroy him. You should also leave, quickly and quietly, perhaps to
Yes, to Egypt, outside the grip of Herod and his soldiers.
Of course, to Egypt.
Egypt?
The land of our people's exile.
But I'm afraid, Joseph. I want to go back home to Galilee.
I know, Mary, but Jesus must be our only concern. No doubt these men were right about King Herod.
But Egypt's such a vile place, such a foreign place.
Out of Egypt? So that's what the ancient scriptures meant. Mary, we must go to Egypt. It's what God would have us to do.
But how?
If God ordains it, he
What?
I was just thinking of my father. How he longed to see the Messiah, Mary. Think of it. Generations and generations were people waiting, wondering, where is God?
And he is here. Two dreamers who have just begun to see, two hearts afraid but not